السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear brothers and sisters, welcome all of you with your program Fatawa Life. This is the first part that comes to you on Monday the 30th of December. The first question, I have land in the east. I sold them, so I will pay a loan, and I bought a house here in the west. Am I required to pay the zakah before I pay that loan? I have that money, but I have to pay that loan, and I get that loan. That's why I sold it, those two pieces, even though I bought them for my kids. The answer: to leave money for something that should not be stopped from being a zakah. If it reach the except what you have did it to pay for a loan, but the long terms, but then you take the payment, not the whole amount, and then you pay the zakah. And that's why if you have paid that money into paying the whole loan before the year, then it is no zakah on that, because there's two conditions for the zakah, which is to have a year. But if it stays in your hand until a year, then it is the money you have to pay the zakah. The only thing you take is the payment that you have to do for that loan. And remember, no money will decrease from charity. And may Allah compensate you and to take you to wherever He likes and please. Second question: to put the pillows in the masjid so you could lay on it, because sometimes the walls are cold and that could hurt some people. And this is for the khutbah. The answer: there's no doubt, no nothing, anything going to bring people into the masjid and to bring the people to calm and concentrate, it is accepted. And I say, if the intention, it is one of the things that is even bring more people closer to Allah. Second question about two hadith, whether they're authenticated or not, and to implement them. The first one about Jabir, that the Prophet ﷺ, when Umar came to him and he said, we hear some sayings from the Jews that we like. Do you think we should write some? He said, are you all going and saying like the Jews and the Christians? I came with it very pure and white, and if Musa was alive, he have no choice but to follow me. It was in the Ahmad al-Bahaqi in the book of Sha'b al-Iman. And it is good. And another, that the Prophet ﷺ got angry when he saw with Umar writing from the Torah. He said, are you in doubt of what I brought? I didn't bring with it pure and white, clear. If my brother Musa was alive, he will have no choice but to follow me. The answer: the hadith, it is a good hadith. It was narrated from different ways. Some of them are weak. But are you all doubtful? Are you going to be confused? Are you just like the Jews and the Christians? Just like they were confused, and do you want to be confused where they put the book of Allah behind their book and they follow the desires of their rabbis and priests? I came with it very clear, pure, free of any flaws or problems, meaning that it is protected from any overburden, because in the Jews they have to take fourth of their money in zakah. We take fourth of a tenth. Also, they have to they have to cut the piece that is mixed with filth. We just wash it. Also, they uh, so it was looking into it. It was allowed in the beginning, but then it was reduced because Allah's Messenger said, and talk about the sons of Israel, and no doubt, I mean, talk about what they told you, and listen, and what they are telling you, which does not conflict with the Shara, and what you don't know is lying, and there is nothing of sin, meaning like to show that they're lying and to take the to and also to attribute to them what they said, even if you did not follow, because it's very hard to say who is the narrators, because it's different than the rules of Islam, where you have to speak of the good connection all the way to the Prophet ﷺ. Another question from a Muslim in Canada. He took a contract as logistic officer. He's not. It's the administration thing in the Canadian Army. It's a long-term contract with a good salary and good guarantees. Also, his wife works in one of the institutions in Canada, and she changed the look at what people look of Islam and I guess Islamophobia. Does he accept that contract and have his intention that he's going to benefit Islam and Muslims? What confused him that the he is supporting the army that is supporting the people who are killing our people, and we are paying taxes for these people, and some of it is going to help oppressors. First of all, the answer: nothing is better than safety. If you have another alternative, nothing is better than the leave what you are doubtful about to what you are not have no doubt about. As far as we know, that the laws of this country protect you of your belief and forbid anybody to oppress you on your right. So no one can force you to participate in a war that is oppressing, that you don't believe its legitimacy. The Muslim will not participate in these kinds of wars, even if those who are Muslims who are on top of it. But he could have just war, even if the ones who are against, even if the ones who are doing it are non-Muslims, as long as you have good intention of establishing justice. And the first Muslims, they fought the king of Habasha for those who want them with harm, because they were safe with him, and they cannot be with others. And after that, it is important that we do our best to fix the false media against Islam. And nothing is better than the good conduct, the good manners. A question about the women specified in surgeries where they have uh, to purify, like to touch the arms and the and other parts. Because some people they forbid that because of this reason that she have to raise her hand so she could clean her hand. I made the question: who wants to follow the to go the to become a surgeon? Even though to stop people from that will bring a lot of them in. The answer: the need for specific surgeons. It is very obvious. Originally, established the good interest, and even if there is some of the wrongdoing in achieving them, because the Sharia comes to bring the best of goodness and to push back the worst of evil, and do your best to prevent these. You cannot close that thing and forbid women from go to that specialty because of this excuse. Because the big interest is bigger than the benefit outweighs the minor violation. I borrowed some money from my friends, and it's been over 8 months. I would like to give them, but during this money problems with the currency, do I return the same money or more? Well, the originally you return it with equality, not its value, unless there is a failure to the currency or some kind of economical problem that you need to make some kind of adjustment. At that time, whether there is inflation or not, there is no failure to the currency or not, to bring more but the loan that you have taken, as long as that's not without a condition from the loaner. And you will be getting for giving the good. So you're given the more for the loan to, as if to thank you to the person who. That you going to reward for it. It was narrated that Bukhari said that Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, said, the man. He said, give him. He said, yeah, I took enough. He said, the best is the one who do best when to settle judgments. The second question: I'm a civil engineer, and we build hospitals and schools. Some of it is required like theaters. Do I So to Amja, they have a decision about working into the engineering part when the halal is mixed with the haram. for the designers from the Muslims, they cannot build where things are practiced, like for gambling places, prostitutions, or other places which they just like they're not supposed to, unless somebody took it. And you cannot have it without the Muslims. And now, if the building was prepared to, and it is hard to find pure halal nowadays. So it's okay to work on these design buildings, even though there is halal and haram is mixed up. But they have to stay away from indulging in anything that is haram, like the design of bars, casinos, all places that they worship somebody else besides Allah. If you are taken, if they know that it is worked into illegitimate practices, he cannot find a replacement, then he could take the break of using something that. Now, if they become abundance, it's required for a replacement work that'll be more purifying for his income and more satisfying to Allah. And at this stage, he needs to take from his income from these legitimate sources. A friend of mine, she's gonna take surgery, and after that, she's gonna have something for her urination, and she have no control. Of course, sometimes she gets blood. Can she pray? The answer, yes. The prayer does not stop either for any reason. They pray for each prayer. They make the wudu, and then no matter what happened, خلاص, it is until the next prayer they make the wudu. So you empty that bottle or container, then you make your wudu, and then you worship Allah until the next prayer comes in. Then she has to renew the wudu. So in summary, she could make wudu every prayer before every prayer, and that's it. Alhamdulillah for his ease. What if she's under anesthesia? She cannot concentrate. Well, it doesn't last that long. When it's voided, then she pray, and you can combine between Dhuhr and Asr. Alhamdulillah. Allah said after, in the end of Surah Al-Baqarah, "Oh Allah, forgive us if we forgot or if we made mistakes." Allah said in Hadith that I did and I will. Uh, so if you are making haram, don't worry. You continue. Don't turn yourself into the whispering of the shaitan. Because if you are, we will take you to our a link that has to do. Man, he bought a house. There's a place that looks like a bar. Can he sell the house without moving it? Either way, يا أخي, you did not. Did, Mhm. A man, he went with his wife. He found out she's not pregnant. They divorced. They He divorced her in the same place. He divorced her in a purification that he had intercourse. Yes, the bid'ah to divorce her when she has her period, or in a purification that he had intercourse with her. So now she's not pregnant, but she was impure. That's a bid'ah divorce. Somebody died, and how do we do the house when my mom still lived there? Yes, the inheritance of the house, yes. But it is beautiful that the inheritance, they do what is good and not to make their mom suffer. So if they felt that they need to divide the house later until Allah take their mother, then that will be from the goodness to your mom. Allahu Alam. There's a wording that's, of course, it's a difference. I think I got this question before and I answered it, and he is now chasing me again. So I will take him to the previous answer. We'll come to the end, inshallah. We'll continue in a couple of hours. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك, أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت, أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.